Hi, I'm Heather and I work here at Outward Bound, and I'm also an alumni, and I work in actually our alumni department and help fundraise as well.
And my name is Katherine Payne. I work in special events in Outward Bound, and I am a recent alumni. I went on my first course about a month ago, which was a all-women's course in Maine for sailing for a week.
And I went on an all-women's course about 2 years ago now for 10 days in Montana. So we were just going to talk a little bit about our experience on these courses and why they're so unique. I know my experience was amazing because on these all-women's courses it is just such an intimate just a more intimate atmosphere, and you just get so bonded and connected with these women, and it feels like a second family, and that's, I think a lot different when you have like a mixed gender kind of environment.
And we had talked earlier, it reminded me of being in sports when I was a kid, or going to camp when I was a kid, where you're in an all-female environment, which you don't get when you're older. And
right.
There is that level of bonding that you get. Yeah.
And I think one of my favorite moments of the course was one day we were doing a peak ascent on this 13,000 foot mountain, and we woke up before dawn, and we took the whole morning and trudged up there, and it was just amazing. We finally got up there, and it was just, not only was it just beautiful, but we had accomplished this huge feat, but to do it around with these fellow women who I had felt so close with, it felt like we were, literally and figuratively, on top of the world, and we shared kind of, we all dedicated a rock to a certain person in our life, and the stories that we all shared were very intimate and moving, and I felt like, it was just a really special moment, and, it was pretty amazing.
Yeah. My favorite moment on course, I mean, we definitely had moments like that, but one of my favorite days was, even though I went sailing, there were many, many days without wind, so I actually rowed a lot more than sailed, and there was one day where we had to get across the bay when there was no wind, and we had to row the entire day for eight hours. The entire group was rowing. And, you're out there in the water, you can't really see land on either side, and you have no entertainment, so you have to entertain yourself, so everyone would sing at the top of their lungs any song they could think of for 8 hours, and we just all laughed and had fun, and it was a really good time, because you just don't have moments like that, and everyone was being goofy by the end because we were so tired, and then at the end of the day, it was warm enough that we could sleep under the stars without a tent over us, so we got to sleep on the boat and just see the stars over us. So
nice.
That was a nice day. Yeah, just like that kind of bonding and that silliness, that it was really fun,
Yeah.
I thought that was
I
fun.
feel like I can contact any of them now, which I connect with them on Facebook, and I can contact any of them now, and it would just be like, we would pick up right where we left off on course. So
Definitely.